Hello gamers! Welcome back to another video. I will say right off the bat, I think a lot of these redesigns are not my greatest, to be honest. I think part of it is that, like, I don't know. Monster High is kind of hard to redesign for me for some reason. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't give me as good inspiration for some reason. I like a lot of the designs, but like I don't know. I feel like most times I wasn't really able to come up with anything that actually like felt like it was Monster High, you know? And it also doesn't help that my style tends to like simplify. So like a lot of the stuff they do, it works for a doll, but the stuff that I would want to do doesn't really well, I mean, I guess it can work, but like it's like I'm like taking details away and stuff, you know? Anyway, we're starting off with Twyla. I don't know what compelled me to do Twyla first for some reason, but I don't know. I did her first. Um, I wanted her someone I was not really sure what to do, but like I combined her G2, no, G3. It's like a fusion of her G2 or I don't know why I keep saying G2. G1 and G3 designs. I think the colors lean more G1, but I think your design is mostly like resembles the clothes and stuff of G3. And also, someone suggested I do like a fairy case style for her. Um, but I don't know much about fairy K. I don't. Seems all I did to incorporate the fairy K was just give her accessories on her head, and I incorporated it in a really stupid way. So, yeah, I mean, it's a fine design. It's just, you know. Next was Abby Abominable. And actually, for her and Laguna, I did do like two separate characters. Because basically, like, I like both the G1 and the G3 character or like designs. Like, I like them, but like they're so separate. Like, they're not really even the same character, you know? Um, Honestly though, for both the Abominables or the versions of Abby, like honestly, all I wanted is just for them to be fluffy, and so I did that. Though I don't know, I might have executed it weird, but to be fair, I don't really draw like furries. I guess Abby is a furry in this case. But yeah, for the G1 design, I didn't really change much of anything because I really liked Abby's design as it is. And I just lost the page that I was looking at. And then, same thing for G3 Abby. Really love her design. It's really good. But I don't think, I, these two versions of Abby, they're not the same person. Also, G1 or G3 Abby, they've been like giving her horns, which I mean, I think that's their attempt to make her look not so human, but I don't know. I've never seen like Abominable Snowman like with horns. Um Only really notable change I think is that like um I just wanted her to be like chubbier, but this is old, and my execution of drawing her was not so great. So, but yeah, not a whole lot to say. Sorry. Next up was Cleo. Cleo was kind of controversial because I think I kind of misunderstood some things. Because basically, I wanted to combine, um, I wanted to combine, like, modern Egypt and, like, ancient Egypt, but, like, I don't know. For what I know, like they're really like they're so different, and that's like it's really hard to like combine, you know. Um, and I also wanted there to be like more accuracy. Like I don't think it needs to be 100% accuracy because like Cleo canonically like lived like she died after like the rest of the Like she missed the fall of ancient Egypt and everything. So like I don't think it needs to be like a one-to-one like representation, but like I want to include more like actual elements of like Egyptian culture, you know. Um so and also like I can't really say very much because my knowledge is like limited, but I have read online that from some people that Cleo is kind of Orientalist and stuff. How I can't really explain because like when I don't know, at some point on TikTok, and I know some people are like, why are you getting your source from TikTok? But like I saw it on TikTok, but I couldn't find the like specific video where someone like explained her Orientalism, and I forget what it said, but I was like, want to try to like not fall into that, I guess. And also, like, I think my gripe with I said has no tell. My gripe with Monster High in general is that like I feel like they could go more monstery. Like, I mean, I guess part of it is maybe like I don't know, because it's not for adults. I mean, not when it started, but I mean, a lot of adults are in the fandom. But like, I don't know. Like, they don't want to go. Like, it feels like they just don't want to like try to be more like horror-y. And like Cleo in particular, like she looks way too good to be a mummy. Like, I don't know. And also like I'm not the biggest fan of her G1 design. Like it's pretty like I don't really care for the outfit, to be honest. I think the bandages look is really hard to do in the first place. So, you know. Um but like I think for her to look more like a mummy, like eyes shouldn't look so human. Uh I also wanted the bandages to be all across her body and also like cover up her eye too. Um and also I read that like, when people do like stuff about like ancient Egypt, like that hair is like they make it straight, but actually like in ancient Egypt it was like braided wigs and stuff. And they wore a lot of wigs too. So I gave her, instead of the straight blunt cut, I gave her braided hair. You may notice I fucking forgot the yellow. There's no yellow streaks, and I forgot. I'm sorry. And also, like, there's like another thing that I'm not the biggest fan of in like Monster High designs. Like, their lips are so bright, and it like, I don't know. I think this is just because like I'm approaching this as like a character designer for like simplified, kind of, sort of like made to animation, but not really made to animation. Like, I think this is just because like the approach that I take to designs is different. Because like for Monster High, they're dolls. It's different than like if you're designing for animation. Like the bright lips, especially on Cleo, I hate them. But like someone did explain to me, yeah, red lips, that's pretty accurate for like ancient Egypt. And I'm like, okay. I also made her have green eyeshadow, or is that blue? Yeah, I think it was either green or blue eyeshadow that was like typical in ancient Egypt. Um, for her dress, I was trying to like make it be like I was trying to make it be like it was this like fishnet looking style of dress. I think the execution was really bad, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, researching ancient Egypt is like really difficult for me for some reason. So what else? And I mean, I think they already did this pretty well in like the actual like show and stuff, but like you know, I tried to give her like a slightly different style of makeup. Just kind of like, just like the pronounced waterline thing. that she has. Julia! Okay, there were like a couple directions that I could have taken this in. Like, I think people associate her with like being seen. Someone suggested to me that, or no, was it me that thought of it, or did someone else suggest it? I don't know. Somehow, I don't know. Somehow I ended up making her more like kind of like 50s, 60s themed. I'm like trying to look at what, I don't remember why I made her more like 60s themed, to be honest, but you know, but people gave me like a few suggestions on how I could like bring in like her being a zombie. So like smeared lipstick, kind of like teeth showing, gave her a bone hand, and some like tears. I feel like people always like associate zombies with tears and stuff. And I decided to give her a skirt instead of pants. Though I'm not like I think that was to do like a 60s, 50s vintagey kind of feel, but I don't know. Oh, actually, apparently I did almost give her tech wear, but that wasn't going so well. And I did also want to give her like rotting eyes, but I couldn't. Also, I did consider making her Haitian. I'm not. I think because like zombies originated in like Haitian, not mythology, somewhere in Haiti or something. I don't remember, to be honest. Oh, and also I incorporated the brain patterns from her G3 design into her sleevey thingies. Next is Operetta, who I think all I did was I don't think I changed very much. Why did it take me to Scara? Hello? I didn't ask for Scara. Yeah, honestly, didn't change anything. I was like trying, I think I did want to try to like have a scar on her face, but I don't know. Couldn't figure that out, so I think I just added extra patterns. Or did I? It keeps opening Scara. Sorry. Yeah, no, I added extra patterns to her pants. Like, that's literally all I changed, bro. Yeah, her original design is really pretty. I like her hair. Okay, Scara. I executed her absolutely horribly. Because, like, I was looking both, like, at fashion and stuff from, like, the 60s. But also I was looking at what Banshee traditionally look like, which is, like, big dresses that are torn and they have long hair and, like, drippy makeup. And I think I should have just done more, like, a 60s theme. Because that would have looked better. But I do like the drippy makeup. But there's not much else I can say about Scara. Okay, Laguna. I did a similar thing like I did for Abby. I separated the G1 and the G2 versions of Laguna into two separate characters because someone else did that before and I really liked that idea. I don't think I changed all that much. I just took the hood off her head because I couldn't figure out how to make it work. Also, I made her not have her pet fish in a fishbowl because fish bowls are not good for goldfish, especially for a huge ass goldfish like that. That's a bad idea, guys. I also gave her sneakers instead of heels because it just felt right. And apparently I changed the fishnets to black instead of keeping them in the original colors. Okay. I don't know why I did that. I didn't really do her whole makeup either. What the hell? Oh yeah, and I gave her more fish-like eyes, and I tried to bring out more fish features. I gave her fish tail, um, I gave her webbed hands. Oh wait, no, they already had that. Never mind. Yeah, more fish-like eyes somehow. I don't know if that I pulled that off actually. In hindsight, though, I don't know if I should have given her a fishtail. I don't know. I don't know if that was necessary. Okay. So for the G3 version of Laguna Blue, I renamed her Sairana Rosa. I know there's like a lot of discussion on if like G3 Laguna like kind of sucks, like if it's like bad like spicy Latina stereotypes. I was like trying to discuss like a way um like I was trying to like decide like I don't know, like how to rectify it. But also like I did like when I watched G3 and it's been a while, but like I really connected with like her like what did I say? Like I'm trying to remember how they handled like her anger, but like I really liked it because like I think like it was like she like suppresses her anger instead of like talking about it, which I really related to. I didn't really get any discussion on that, so I'm not sure if this was the best decision, but I did end up keeping that because I did like how they handled it. But again, I'm not Latina, so you know. But yeah, I thought like the hoodie and the shorts, but also the color palette is like all over the place. Like it kind of reminds me, like I know there's like some fish in the sea that are like really watery and like rainbowy, but I don't know. Also, I hated the blue fade. Like it just looks weird and it draws my eye in a really bad way. Um, but I kept like almost nothing from that design and I made her Yaru. I forget. I was trying to make her kind of Manbug Yaru with a bit of Y2K, but I'm not sure if I got it correctly. But seems like someone did really like it. I also gave her like Honduran flowers in her hair. It just felt right, I guess. And also made like stars, like a little motif for her, since like she's already got them, you know. She's got like a fish scale top. I don't know what kind of choker I gave her, to be honest. I'm not sure what that's about. She's got a mini skirt, fishnets. She's got these tall purple boots, which I don't know if I like them. And she also has a fishtail, but I drew it kind of weird, so I don't like it. But yeah, dealing with her color palette was hard. Like she's got like I think that's meant to be more pink, but like a dusty pink, but I just made it purple because I don't know, didn't want to conflict with her. And I also she got freckles. She has like really sparkly eyeshadow. I just noticed that. That's cute. Fishy ears. She already had that. And I also gave her more like different eyes just so she doesn't look as human. Anyway, I had a lot of fun with her. Jane Boolittle. What the hell did I do for her? Okay. Jane Boolittle was one that I changed a lot. But like, I don't know. Reading up on her was like really confusing because like it doesn't even fully say where she's from. So I'm like, okay. But like I decided I'd set her somewhere in the Amazon and I made her a mapingwari. They protect the forest, but like they got a mouth on their stomach and they have backwards feet and also they have one eye. So I did something like really different. Honestly though, this was one that I wasn't really enthused with doing in the first place. But like I did something really different and I did have fun with this one. But Yeah, because I was combining her original design, like Victorian clothes, but then also like Gaucho clothing inspirations. But like, I don't know. Someone said like that's like I thought Gaucho was like um uh I can't even explain this, but I think I fully misunderstood like what a Gaucho is. I don't know if I'm even like saying that correctly, but like I realized, oh, I did not research that part well enough because I don't know, I completely misunderstood that. But in the end, I mean, I still like had fun with this design, and it's like really different. So I don't know if other people will like it. To be honest, I don't know. She's hard to work with, but also like, yeah. Okay, Claudine. Okay, I'm gonna be so for real, guys. I don't know if I like her being a lesbian or Arrow Ace better because I can see her being either, you know. So like on her sheet, I just put both because I can't decide. But honestly, I didn't really change that much of her design to be honest. I gave her a full on wolf face though. Um, Curlier hair. She actually has a tail because I think the wolves should also have tails. Because why can the werecats have tails but the wolves can't? It's silly. Um, I give her more moons. There was like concept art that had like these pink stockings, so I put those back in, and I also gave her fur on a little bit more places. I know like Claudine's like whole motif is fur, but like I think some of them like they take it like way too far, and then it just doesn't look good. So a little bit more fur in a few more places, but not too much fur. Um, yeah, Claudina already has a really nice design, so it's just like little changes. Like again, adding to that part where I feel like they could go harder on like the monster aspects, but they didn't. Okay, Frankie. I really like how Frankie is you know, I like G3 Frankie being non-binary. I think that's really cool. And I also like the prosthetic idea. Cuz I mean, I'm forgetting this for you, Frankenstein, even though there was a movie that came out about it very recently. But I really I like the idea that like Frankenstein. I think in Monster High they're called simulacrums. Like a simulacrum is just like a bunch of like body parts all like cobbled together. I mean, it's probably not like out of the question for like her dad to be like, oh wait, fuck, uh, my, I don't have the proper thing for this leg to do. I'm gonna have to, um, trying to explain this is so hard, but like, I don't think it's out of the question for Frankie's dad or whoever created them to be like, oh wait, fuck, I don't have the proper uh type of leg. Here, I'll just give you a prosthetic so that you can walk around. Um, I did mix like a few different skin tones. I think I used the G3, the G1 skin tones, and then also a few other random colors. Um, I gave him like spiky hair, and it's like shaved off the head to mix in like the G3. The colors of G3, like I think I like them like on their own, but as like Frankie, I don't like them as much. Gave them little lightning bolts in their eye. And I also wanted to like fuck up the anatomy because like, Frankie's dad might have been like, oh wait, fuck, I can't make my child be anatomically accurate, so here, you have like a huge hand and arm. Sorry. So, yeah, the anatomy is kind of fucked up on purpose. Honestly, I also probably could have given them two different eye shapes if their face is just like two different like heads like just put together. Um Dress is like more or less the same, but I think I added G3's like little Frankie name belt thingy because I thought it was cute. Though I think I made the patterns kind of weird. Oh, also, Frankie was like another one of the characters where it's like, wow, I hate the bright fucking lips, and I want to make Frankie have black instead. Although to be fair, it's not like the red or the pink or the whatever lips like came out of nowhere. But you know, like the core refresh design like had black lips and it looks so good, and it's like, why can't we have this more, you know? Okay. Let's do Meowlity. Oh yeah, I mean, even though I didn't really change much of anyone's backstory, I did like the plot that Claudine had in G1 or G3. So, Claudine is more like G1, except for like backstory. Like I like the whole stuff with her mom being like she like the leader of the werewolves or whatever's or something. I don't fucking know, man. And also, I think I made it so that Toralei, Meowlity, and, like, Persephone, like, I think they are biologically related. I think Meowlity is, like, the bio, because, yeah, I was mixing, even though, like, I didn't do Toralei. Yeah, no, I never redesigned Toralei, but, like, I was still thinking about her backstory, and, like, I made it so that, like, Meowlity and Persephone are still sisters, but, biologically, Meowlity and Persephone are cousins to Toralei. But they are like adoptive sisters because like Toralei is like doesn't like her mom. So personally, I don't really like the trope of like nearly identical twins because I don't know, I don't like it. Like I think it's like kind of meant to be like kind of creepy, but like I don't know. Twins are still individuals. Like they're not like, you know, they're not just a unit. Like they're two different people, even if they have things in common. I don't know. I'm pretty sure there's very few twins that have almost everything in common, you know? Okay, for Meowlity, I more or less just combine, like, her G1 and her G2 designs, pretty much, like, I don't know, I lean slightly more G3, because I felt like it fit her personality better, but, like, and I also, like, combine, like, so color, I think the color leans more G1. Yeah. I gave her whiskers and a fluffier head, because she's a cat. She deserves it. Actually, now that I look at it, I think the outfit leans more G3, but the colors are G1. Oh, also, I made her lesbian because the colors kind of look like the lesbian flag colors, so, you know, it felt appropriate. Next up, Draculaura. I see so many cool designs for Draculaura. But honestly, like, I really like the interpretation of her just being, like, gothic Lolita, you know? Like, I mean, I think most of the characters in Monster High, none of them are just fully one aesthetic at all times, but, you know. I wanted that, and I wanted her G3 body type. Like, honestly, G3 body type Draculaura. Like, I love that. I love her. And I think it's kind of disgusting the way people people first, like, reacted to, like, the G3 body types. Because it's like, what the fuck? Like, hello, remember, like, eating disorders, like, in, like, the early 2010s, the 2000s. Anyway, I didn't change much of her. The redesign I did of her is more or less just G1 design, but bigger sleeves. Skirt is meant to be fuller, but I really fucked up the anatomy. My anatomy in this era was like really fucking bad. But more or less just like G1 design. But also, like, I really liked, I still wanted her to have the pigtails. I'm still not sure if I should have, like the silhouette of her G1 pigtails, amazing. But I wanted to do, like, sort of like Asuka from Evangelion, even though I never really watched Evangelion, but, like, you know, like kind of half up pigtails, but half is down. I wanted to do that. And also I gave her batwing bows because they're cute. Oh my god. Also, she's bisexual. She's so bisexual, everybody. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk that you didn't come to voluntarily. Okay, Perry and Pearl Serpentine. God, their designs are fucking mess. They got so much going on. Okay, like, honestly, if you don't look at the shirt, like, I like their design without, like, don't ignore, like, if you just ignore the shirt, like, everything else is, like, fine. But, like, I don't know. But I kind of was just, like, combining. So, like, honestly, like, I made the one sister kind of more, like, softy looking, and then the one that looks just kind of alternative. And I don't know if this was the best idea, because the one person that saw this, like, didn't really like it, but, like, they said that they didn't like the pink and black color scheme, which, yeah, fair enough. I probably could have done purple instead, because that probably, like, the original purple in the design, that probably wouldn't have been too out of place. Actually, why did I take off the side fins on the tail? I shouldn't have done that. What the hell? But I love the really ornate jewelry that they have, so I didn't get rid of that. Like, it's beautiful. So, yeah. They were kind of hard to work with, though, I will not lie. Claude, he was also really hard to work with. Honestly, though, I'm not... Okay, I think, yeah, his design leans more G3, but... Yeah, same with Claudine, more wolf, he gets a tail, curlier hair, what else? Yeah, there's not much to say. Again, you can tell in this design that I don't know how to draw furries. Okay, next is Spectra. This is really hard because, like, I like both the G1 and the G3 designs for separate reasons. They're both really pretty, but I just decided I really just want to draw more or less just G1 design. And yeah, I didn't really change much, honestly. Except her shoes, they are simplified so much. Are the shoes just the ones? Yeah, the shoes are just the ones from G3, actually. That's what I decided to do. Yeah, Spectra's really pretty. Rebecca Steam! What the hell did I do for her? I don't remember. Let's take a look. Okay, Rebecca, okay, so from what I looked at, it seems like people, like, the general consensus from other people in Monster High is more like that she's South Asian, maybe specifically Indian, but for some reason, I don't know what I did or what I read, but I saw somewhere, like, the Mexican headcanon, and I like that so much for some reason. Yeah, honestly, even in, like, the comments, like, some people were like, someone's like, I thought she was, like, mixed black and white. I think my problem with the original design is, like, I don't know, the patterns of the top and, like, the corset, it just looks weird, so I was trying to look at more, like, steampunky designs. I'm pretty sure she's steampunk, right? I mean, she's a fucking robot. Like, their whole thing is, like, clocks and technology, right? Also, apparently it's canon, according to Garrett Sanders, that Venus and Rebecca are dating, so who am I to separate them? So they're dating. Even though I don't know much of what's going on in Monster High. I don't know, man. I haven't been keeping up with, like, anything. Although, I think the design I made for her is a lot weaker. But those shoes, I made those shoes look pretty good. Which is good, because they were fucking hell to draw. My god. Also, I gave her, like, fun, like, clock eyelashes. That was cool. But yeah, that was my Rebecca. Okay, next was Nephra. Why did I spell it like that? Hello? Okay. So, okay. I wanted to try to rectify what I did for Cleo. Why is... Okay, so... Honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of either of her outfits. Like, the original, like, I don't know. Not a fan. Again, same critiques that I have in the original. Like, I still think that they should look more dead, and they should have bandages more on their body. Although, for this design, I actually didn't put bandages all over her body because I was executing it weird, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna force this. But, like, I like the idea, like, since Nephra was supposed to become, like, Queen of Egypt, I was, like, looking at, like, or not Queen, Pharaoh. I think? Though in actual ancient Egypt, I'm not good. Actually, women can become pharaohs, because one of the Cleos was, like, you know, she was literally pharaoh. Oh my god. Okay, so I was looking at, like, just like kind of what pharaohs would wear, and I was, like, doing that, but I just made it feminine, you know. And, like, I mean, I do think her color scheme in G3 was fine, but, like, I don't know, I really liked the pink. And also, like, I liked how they did the high ponytail better in G3. I don't know. Like, I hate that. I'm not sure what that head accessory would be called, but it looks so weird. So, yeah. Also, I kept the braid. It's kind of like a face framing thing. Yeah. And I know, like, it is, like, kind of controversial how they changed Nephra. I will say, honestly, I have a hard time watching the G1 webisodes. Like, I don't know, I'm not interested for whatever reason. So, but, like, I did like the ideas that they presented with Nephra, honestly, in G3. Also, it helps when you like, honestly, when you imagine, like, this, like, G3 Monster High is kind of like a Spider-Verse type of deal, where it's, like, different, you know? Like, I think that helps. Like, they can still exist. They're just, you know, multiverse type of thing, you know? Anyway, that was my Nephra design. Okay, next is CA Cupid. Okay, so for Cupid, this is, like, the only part where I feel like the rewrites are, like, actually necessary to bring up. Okay, honestly, for Cupid, I was into Monster or Ever After High first as a kid. Like, I knew of Monster High as a kid, but I cared only for I only cared about Monster or Ever After High, to be honest. So I know, like, she was originally in Monster High, and then she transferred to Ever After High. But yeah, I was, like, combining elements from... Actually, no. I don't think I really changed that much. I don't know. I want to kind of incorporate a Greek element into her design, so I kind of gave her this long skirt. I gave her G3 cage detail, because I thought it was pretty. And I just messed up everything. But I think her design is, like, more or less leaning to, like, G1, you know? I did take away, like, the heart headband, which, that was cute, but also, yeah, that was probably a good idea considering she's got these giant fucking headphones. My god, girl is fucking hearing stuff. Also, I think I just completely forgot about her wings. Oops. Sorry. What else? Yeah, I don't have that much else to say. And then the last one, because Lorna, okay, so I have to explain how I run these little redesign thingies. Like, basically, I put up a poll and I'll be like, okay, you let me vote on who I should draw next. Which, I mean, when I was, like, more indecisive, it worked, but now, I think it's better that I just work on what, like, calls to me. So, I mean, that's part of the problem. But also, Lorna's design is fine. You know, I couldn't think of very much to change. So, literally just, it's literally just, it's more or less just drawing her as is. Like, I didn't do, like, anything. I didn't change anything. But yeah, I think when I hit Lorna, I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do for Lorna, and I'm kind of not happy with most of the designs I did for this, so I'm going to be taking a break. Will I return to it? I don't know. Was there any of the main girls that I didn't get to? I think I got to all the main girls, right? Hold on. So yeah, Draculaura, Frankie, Claudine, Gulia, Cleo. Abby is also sometimes considered one of the main girls, depending on who you ask, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Abby. I never drew Deuce. And that's the only one that I didn't do. And I never got to do Toralei, who is, like, kind of more main in the new series. Well, I mean, I think in the original she was also, like, in the original she was, what is the word I'm looking for? Like, yeah, she was antagonist in the original, so, I mean, I got to the main ones. I mean, honestly, like, I think, like, there are designs that I don't like still, but I think I mostly, like, I think most of my problem just lies with the fact that I think a lot of them don't look very monstery, so, you know. Okay. I think that's all. Yeah, that's everything. Oh god, this is gonna be a much longer video than I expected. I'm so sorry. But thank you all for watching this video. This video's been in my back pocket for a while, but now it's finally done, so I don't have to think too much about these Monster High redesigns anymore. I don't see in the future that I'm going to be doing any more, but I don't know. Maybe if something changes. Maybe if I get back into Monster High again. But I have not been involved with Monster High more or less for a very long time. So, I never finished season 2 G3 Monster High show, though, to be honest. So, okay. I think that's it now. So, thank you all for watching. Bye!